All right, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm back. I'm good.
Now, I'm kind of bummed that the feet pick conversation didn't get on the
Yeah, that. You know what? It's a little disappointing that we didn't talk about the feet pick more. We lost that audio.
Well, it was streaming out to our audience, our live video audience.
Well, actually, if you look on the if everything in the technical sort of room is working the way it should, you should see a live feed of Baps Blinker's feet right there in the top right corner, and they're just great.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Are there cameras in here?
OMG, young.
Well, we'll talk about it after the stream.
After you sign this paper, too.
Yeah, thank you for your support. Thank you for service.
I want my feet pics with a can of Moxie and the same photo.
Oh, dude, you're gonna dox yourself saying that.
Alright. I was just gonna say it. The only sexy feat that have ever been on any type of media has been like Geralt's from The Witcher 3 when they first come out of the bathtub.
Welcome to our
I won't lie. As soon as Rachel started talking about it, I'm like, oh, please not Geralt.
Welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons and Feet podcast. Next week we'll be starting the Warriors podcast.
Hey, yeah, have you ever seen that?
That's a great flick.
No way. I'm gonna have to watch that this weekend.
What? What?
The Warriors.
The Warriors. So, we last left off. Well, I guess you all weren't there. Well, I mean, Manticore was there, but in spirit. I don't think you were actually there.
No, I wasn't.
You guys solved the Guardian of Riddle's riddle, and then began to proceed into the next room. But as that happened, the color of the room begins to fade, becoming black and white. As time seems to slow down. You all see Meard Armed and Zin and Horus and El Chad all sort of freeze in place as this wizard appears before you, this sort of floating spectral version of him. There, dude. And he is going to speak. Hold on here, cool voice stuff here to put on. I'm so embarrassed. I am the great and terrible wizard Mannanan. It is through my will alone that you even stand a chance of escaping. This group, the one frozen in front of you, they will be tasked with collecting the item needed for you all to escape the maze of monsters. Whilst you all shall be delved deeper in order to collect the moonlit scroll. It is an item I desire as payment for this rescue and to make up for resources that I had to expend so that I may not lose any valuable research time.
DM, are we frozen or anything?
You are able to move. Like, you're able to move and talk. It's just stuff around you is frozen.
Yeah, Dragul's gonna look at the group, those that are with him, and Tootsie, and back to the wizard. Wizard Mannanan. Where are we? Did you say a labyrinth of monsters? What?
You are in a place called the Maze of Monsters. It is a failsafe of sorts. made by the Great Hall in order to collect intruders that wish to disrupt the nature of it.
I hate to sound ignorant, but what Great Hall? Where are we?
I see. You are far more ignorant than I originally anticipated. The place that you were in before you ended up here was the Great Hall. It was the method of travel that you all used to enter the dreamscape in the first place. You don't even remember where you've been.
No.
Baird's dream magic.
It has been quite some time.
But you have been here before?
The Great Hall is our patron.
Wizard Mannanan, you say we are trapped in a failsafe?
That is correct. The fact that you are even able to perceive and talk and not ramble like you are a mad person is because of my will alone, as the maid's control.
I see.
Then why are we going through the maze?
Because it holds the item you need to escape the maze. I'm surprised an owlet doesn't know this.
You are an owlet.
Oh.
Don't you mean who?
I don't know.
Are you all done?
No, I do have one more question. I
Then
think that
say it quickly.
I think that I do understand. We are trapped here for reasons. Reasons that I don't quite comprehend, but we are trapped here, and you are giving us the ability to escape. My question is, why? What is in it for you?
Luckily
You say that we
for
need these
you,
things to help you help us. Is that all you
luckily
need them for?
You, I owe a debt of sorts to that dream wizard you spoke of, Meard. Unfortunately for you, I had to expend some valuable resources so that I may not lose out on the research I am currently conducting. That is what you are tasked with collecting. I believe you all to be the more expendable of the two groups. No offense, but I mean it greatly. This is fact, so it is not offensive.
I'm not even real.
I don't know who I am.
Precisely my point.
We have no great loss if we are dead.
No, not really.
I have things to do, but if this is the only way of egress from this plane, wizard, we shall do as you ask. With thanks.
I do not need your thanks. I need you to merely collect the scroll that I asked for.
Then do. Tell us the information. Where
What's
do
that
we
look
find
like?
it?
Jaw, dude.
It is a scroll pen in glowing moonlit ink, bound by a black leather ribbon. It is found in the second floor of the Ebonhawk Castle, in its library.
You
will
say
journey through this castle and find this scroll. Once you do, I will remove you from that place.
And
How-
you all have to come back in here?
correct.
Well, like, how will we know it's the right scroll, dude?
When you have acquired it, I will let you know.
What's moonlit ink even look like?
We shall see.
I imagine that it is in a particularly obvious place.
Do you have an image you could show us?
I do not.
Well,
You waste
wizard,
time. And he snaps his fingers. A arc of lightning shoots down. And when it does, it seems like the world around you sort of goes flat and falls away. It is at this point you realize it is you falling backwards, smashing through the floor as if it is a wall behind you, floating in sort of an ethereal void. What looks like dungeons and tunnels swirling and flashing past you. You fall deeper and deeper and deeper until you land on a bridge. I'm gonna change over some music, and I'm gonna change over a map.
I like this wizard.
Why?
I don't know many other wizards to compare him to.
Is it because he is confusing and demanding?
One, the demanding is very powerful, but no, it is because he knows what he wants. I like it when people know what they want.
I just want to get out of here.
Man, then you must really hate me.
The Manticore.
Da.
Is anything left of the Manticore's previous sub-split personality? Or are they kind of back to their standard first gear?
Funny you should say that. Because Manticore's gonna look around and basically just kind of like crack a little bit and do you know how long it has been since I have rid of them?
No, I barely know you at all.
No, you should forgive the behaviors in the Great Hall. We were not ourselves.
Bull's gonna move behind Samurai Jake, just very subtly.
Slowly inching.
I assume this is the castle. Did he call it Ebonhawk Castle?
Ja, dude.
Bull will nod his head.
That sounds strangely familiar.
Is
But I
that
can't-
big giant moon behind it?
Yes, there is a massive sort of orangey red moon behind
So-
this large castle. This castle looks pretty peculiar, you know, while it does have kind of the basic structure of a very gothic castle. Starting out, it looks to have these large towers sticking out from the side of it that don't seem accessible by any means other than like the upper floors of it. And there is one tower that sticks up extremely high above this castle. There is a very sort of rough-hewn bridge leading to a large sort of gate at the front of the castle. On either side of you is this low, sort of thick mist. Looking behind you, you see nothing but a solid wall of mist. As well as in this initial sort of walkway, on either side, you'll see what looks like two sort of large precipices, just sort of floating in what looks like a dark black water underneath. You wouldn't even know that there is water underneath this bridge if it wasn't for the soft lapping of what sounds like waves.
I'm
And
glad
this-
we only need to investigate to the second floor.
That's concerning.
What is concerning, friend Ul?
That we're friends? But-
Yes.
Oh, wow. That was fast. That we only need to get to the second floor. Because you'd think something of that importance would actually be like on the tippy top tower, right?
Well, let us hope not.
The
Let us
wizard
hope
did-
that our... I'm sorry, please continue.
I was going to say the wizard did not determine which tower had the second floor. It could be any of those.
Well, let us make our way to the second floor, and we will begin our search there.
Yes.
The scroll does sound conspicuous. Perhaps we will find it without any trouble.
What if we read the scroll?
Who can say? Maybe your eyes will melt.
Eh.
Can we just enjoy this ambience for just a moment? Oh, it reminds us so much of home.
We'll just start waddling towards the castle.
all right.
Dragul and
This is-
Tootsie will follow behind.
Yeah, same right, Jake will follow
Very,
too.
very- All right. This is a very, very long bridge. As you guys make your way across, I'll say that there are plenty of maybe uncomfortable sounds. You hear the sound of rolling thunder in the distance as you come closer and closer to the gate of this castle. And as you do, you start to feel a little weary. Your legs feel as though they're starting to become maybe weak. You know, maybe it's just from having walked all this distance over the bridge. But then you hear it, what sounds like an organ playing behind you. And standing on the bridge is what looks like a woman shrouded in mist. She has a red cloak on, what looks like maybe armor. But the thing most notable is she has these piercing orange eyes. As she steps closer and closer, you feel as though your body is going to give out underneath you. Just being around this person is a pretty bad feeling. It feels almost as if your vitality is being sapped from you. Oh, intruders to my domain.
Is this your castle fiend?
Yes, it is.
Would you believe me if we just said we were sightseeing?
Oh, your purpose for being here is irrelevant, my friend.
Oh, we're friends?
Of course we are. I would not look so. I would not be a very good host if I were to treat you unfairly. She steps closer, and I'll say it's at this point you realize, like, you have basically fallen to your knees. I hope that you will stay and have plenty of fun here at Castle Ebonhawk. Moving sort of unnaturally fast as she suddenly, like, is basically right up over you guys. I think it would be best if you took a little nap, don't you?
We do like a little cat nap.
Ah, then fall off into a dream. Because I have many games planned for you.
Does this person set off Samurai Jake's divine sense?
Oh yeah, it's real.
Okay.
Man.
I'm just like smelling some evil stink and falling asleep.
Oh, and before you pass out, I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Lady Ebonhawk. You. Before you just completely collapse. Samurai Jake, you were actually up awake for just a moment longer. It sounds like somebody else is with her as she goes, drag them down to the dungeon. I will hide their things.
Most heinous.
Collapse.
Uh-oh.
As you all are going to awake sometime later in where is my reveal tool? There it is. In these rooms. I will shift click.
Uh-oh.
And you can pick which cell you want to be in, but no two of you can be in the same cell.
Is Tootsie and Dragul in separate cells?
Yeah, they're in separate cells.
That would make sense.
As you guys sort of start to get yourself awake, you're basically laying in what feels like muddy cobble. It's hard and nasty and slimy. There's moss growing on the walls. And you see what looks like some skeletons laying in these cells, poor hapless souls who had wandered into Castle Ebonhawk. But the most disconcerting thing of all is you guys have none of your equipment.
Oh, man.
We'll just look around and go, oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah, well, you pat around and you do not have your lantern with you.
Will sit down and start. It seems like he's muttering to himself.
All right.
As he's gonna immediately start doing a 1 hour ceremony to resummon it, but it seems like he's having like a breakdown.
Question for those of us who are amputees. Did I lose both arms or just the metal one?
Well, assumedly the fleshy arm is not very easy to take off.
Yeah.
So I will say that you did only lose the one metal arm.
Okay.
Does the Manticore appreciate Gil's hard work at this moment?
I'm gonna have you know right now, Manticore fucking loves Gil in the sense where like it's a game like cat and mouse where they want to be able to explode Gil and they want to be exploded by Gil.
That's very weird.
That's a weird way to phrase it.
It's the Manticore, yeah.
Manticore's very weird.
DM.
Yes.
Are these walls, are they bars?
They are bars.
Okay, so Dragul wakes up and he can see, as he moves forward,
Yeah.
he sees Tootsie and he sees Ool over here chanting to Ool's self.
Yeah. Tootsie doesn't even know how he got knocked out. Like Tootsie isn't real.
I'm a Lady Drake.
Oh, that's it. I'm sorry.
It's
No, wait, I am Mannanan. I am not sorry.
well, it's understandable. I did shave my beard today. Dragul will move up to the bars. Well, and yeah, without even inspecting his thing, he's gonna look around and he's just like, Hello? Ooh, is that you?
You hear him muttering under his breath, all like chanting. He sounds like chanting, but it seems like he's just having like a mental breakdown.
Tootsie shakes her head and looks over at Dragul. He's like, Manticore's next to you in the cell over. Hello? The Manticore.
As you just kind of hear like a tapping as like Manticore's like throwing bones against the wall, kind of laying on the floor.
Are you likewise incarcerated? Dragul will check the cell door.
As it opened. No, I'm just joking. It's locked.
The handle is hot.
The handle is hot.
It just opens.
It just opens. It was easy.
It was never locked to begin with.
As you jingle the handle, it does not do anything. But one thing you do notice as you sort of jiggle it, a sort of rotting black hand reaches out from this cell as this slimy, what maybe used to be human, is reaching its hand out from the cell. This rotting corpse is barely even like tangible. I will make it big.
Hello, stranger. What is your name? Are you also incarcerated by this Lady Ebonhawk?
As it's like just sort of reaching out towards you, seemingly just reacting to the fact that you were moving.
Wonderful conversationalist. Samurai Jake, are you here?
Cha, dude.
What is your situation?
Well, my swords aren't here, and is my ring and holy symbol there, or did they take those too?
They took those as well.
Yeah, dude. All I got are my fists, dude.
Are we wearing clothes, or is this a naked D&D situation?
She did allow you guys to keep clothing.
Okay, good.
Except for Tootsie. She took all of Tootsie's clothes.
Oh, man.
Her little hat, gone.
My little hat. I can get one of us out of here fairly easily, but it will tax me some. Does anyone have any other ideas?
I feel like I had remembered how to. I used to be able to pick locks, but my recent incursion into the Great Hall has made me forget.
Do you have lockpicks?
I have bones. But the problem is I do not remember how to pick locks. That memory is gone from this vessel.
I see. Does anyone see any key rings? Oftentimes they will foolishly leave the keys just outside of the cell, so as for prisoners to escape, I imagine.
We can take a look. I have a bit of extended reach where they do not see. As I'm going to slowly get up and like look out the bars to see if there's like any keys within like a 5-foot reach.
All right. Make a perception check. Perceiving around, you do not see any keys. None of them are hanging on the walls. You don't see a sleepy guard on a stool with them on his side. It just looks like a bunch of empty cells down a cobble way. But as you sort of walk up, one thing you will hear is what sounds like a door opening over here. And then the sound of what sounds like clattering.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
These bars, like, how far apart are they?
They are not far enough apart that you could squeeze through. But they're far enough apart that you could perhaps reach, your arm through them.
How thick are they?
They are probably 3 inches thick.
Okay.
Iron bars. They are wet and they are, aged. Obviously, they're not brand new looking bars.
All right.
It appears that there is quite a bit of moisture down here.
Yes, sticky.
I do not see any keys, but there is movement down the hall to the left.
Okay. Well, should we send the scout? Or wait?
How do you plan on sending scout? We are all inside of box.
Are we?
I mean, unless this is figment of imagination, which is entirely possible if we are within Dream of Scape.
Okay. Here we go. Tootsie. I am sorry.
Oh, it's alright, boss. I know the drill. Oh, that tingles.
In the Manticore, you see Tootsie slowly fading away with kind of a sad look on her face and a little smile. And then suddenly, she's gone with a little pop.
Is that what it looks like when we die within the dreamscape?
Oh, no. As far as I know, Tootsie cannot actually die because she is not, she does not exist, per se.
No.
Tootsie did shed a single tear.
Yes.
That version of her did, as she disappeared.
I imagine it is not comfortable to exist even less than she does.
You hear a soft whisper on the wind. I'm in a lot of pain.
It's okay. Behold, Tootsie Ishiana Winalaitica. Come to me. And Dragul will point, and Tootsie, who's disappeared, oh, there she is, I found her, will pop up. Blip, with a blip. Right in front of your door.
She is unfazed.
Hey, I'm back.
And I think she is going to be frosty blue again instead of black, like the sleek black.
All right. Now I will say, as Tootsie sort of appears out in this hallway, you do hear what sort of something coming closer down this hallway. Sort of clattering noise as it sort of clinks its way down the hallway.
Tootsie, down the other way, around the corner. Tootsie shakes her head.
Oh, okay. Bye, guys. I gotta go.
And she's gonna fly around the corner, kind of keeping a little bit of away from this buddy.
Yeah, I'll say as Tootsie walks by it, it does like sort of lash out a bit at her.
Oh, God. This place is bad.
How far can she make it?
She can make it about there.
Okay, so she will make it right there, and then we'll pass the mic.
Something else she will see is this area is filled with those rotting corpses. As they see Tootsie, they start reaching through the bars again.
Getting a little bit of a DS1 vibe here.
Coming around the hallway, you guys see a skeleton. But this is he's moving rather strangely, almost like it's getting pushed up and down. And it is at this point you see what looks like blue ethereal tendrils, almost puppeteering this skeleton.
Cool.
as it sort of clanks and clatters its way down
That
this
makes
hallway.
it more terrifying for some reason.
It is. It's a lot more uncomfortable.
A walking skeleton? Yeah. Puppeteered walking skeleton? Nah.
What do you guys do as it comes sort of just patrolling down this hallway?
Well, Samurai Jake, it's coming up to you first. Are you doing anything?
I
BRB.
believe he said BRB.
Oh, I guess he's napping.
Yeah. As we all know.
Micro nap.
Well, I'll say you guys see it move up to Samurai Jake's cell and then very suddenly jerk and look at him. And then its teeth kind of like clattered together. And then it's going to move forward again, stopping at Ool's cell, turning suddenly. Its like arms and legs sort of like swing around before it sort of rights itself. Looking at Ool, clatters its teeth, and then is going to continue to the next cell. Samurai Jake, Sam, there was a skeleton. It came by the bars, looked at you, clattered its teeth, and then continued down.
All right, thank you.
You can do something if you'd like, if you would have, at least.
Can Samurai Jake try to punch him through the bars, or is he too far away?
You can. We can say like it's as he's like leaving.
Yeah, I'll try to like get him in the back as he's leaving. Where is my sheet? Here we go. Doubt it.
Well, is going to hit it.
Oh, nice.
It's just a skeleton.
For only the 8 bludgeoning damage, not the 2.
8 bludgeoning damage, but it seems like that bludgeoning does hurt it a lot more than what otherwise would, as it shatters to pieces, sort of just scattering across the ground.
Oh, you destroyed it.
Jaw, dude.
Does it have a key on it?
I will look to see if there's a key somewhere on its body now that it's 5 feet further away from me.
What pieces are kind of all over?
Yeah.
They're not necessarily in that one spot.
You want me to just use passive perception or active? Probably active.
Yeah, you can use a active
Oh.
perception to look.
Can't see very much through these bars, bro.
You do not see a key.
Is it?
The only thing you do see is what looks like a short sword that was in its hand.
Got a sword though, dude.
Oh, good. At least one of us is armed. How fine is the weapon?
How far is the weapon away from me?
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Right. Hell yeah.
As you sort of reach out for the weapon, it begins to rattle and then slide away from you. But at the last second, you reach out and snatch it. But you also notice all of the bones begin to sort of clatter together in a pile. The string that was sort of animating it seems to get tugged and start to unwind as the skeleton gets back up.
Oh man.
And it is going to continue path. It seems unaware that you have taken its sword.
How fine is the sword since I was asked?
It is a crude short sword.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. More like a spoon than a sword.
Does the skeleton seem to notice that we are talking about its item that it doesn't even notice that it doesn't have?
It doesn't even seem to react to you guys talking. almost as if it is unconscious of it.
Excuse me, sir or madam.
The skeleton turns to the manticore, then chatters its teeth, turns away, and begins making its way over to you, Dragul.
I said, excuse me, sir or madam.
It turns to you, chatters its teeth, and then begins to walk away.
Before it turns the corner and spots Tootsie, Dragul will attempt to give it a good punch.
All right.
So that's just a flat strength roll, right?
Yeah, it's well, you are proficient with it, so it is a weapon. You do get proficiency. I found that out.
Oh, okay.
Everybody is proficient with unarmed.
So
you
that
just
is
don't. You just add 1 plus your strength to the damage.
that is 13
13's gonna hit it.
for 1 plus my strength modifier.
Yes.
Oh God, that's 1.
All right.
Can I
whack it?
Can I attempt to grapple it?
I'll let you attempt to grapple it. You have multi-attack.
Okay.
Extra attack.
So that will be a pathetic athletics check. But this guy's looking a little skinny. Maybe we can make it.
13 on a roll. It got a 13.
I think that means it
Um,
beats me. I'm not sure though.
I don't know if that's the case or not. I think
That
it is
makes it
because
easy,
it's
but
reacting
yes.
to you. Oh yeah, I'll say you do. You've knocked it off balance with that first punch. So I'll say you knocked its head off, and when it does, you've grabbed onto its body. As you pull on its body, you feel almost a tension pulling back as those sort of ethereal strings seem to react to you, like yanking this thing around.
I just wanted to talk. And Trigger will pull him kind of into the bars.
All right, you pull him into the bars. It clatters and clinks. Oh, you're just gonna pull him up against the bars.
I guess so. And I mean, I guess he'll pull him through if he
Yeah,
can.
I was gonna say you can pull him through.
Yeah, I'll pull him through.
All right, pulling him through the bars. Those ethereal strings seem to just sort of phase through the bars themselves as this basically loose pile of skeleton. It's sort of thrashing around a bit. As it seems like the strings are attempting to take wrest control from it, or from you. That's what I meant to say.
Interesting. Do the strings, they just lead up to the ceiling?
Yeah, they seem to sort of lead up towards the ceiling, but then sort of fade into nothing, or
Okay.
into a translucent sort of string if there's anything beyond what you see.
Well, Dragul is going to try and hold them there for kind of as long as possible.
All right. Well, yeah. How about we roll initiative, and that way we can kind of get everybody's on the turn of what they're doing.
That does sound good.
No, Wool got a 14, but it didn't add it. Oh, there. All right. Well, we are over to Wool then.
He's still doing his thing.
All right, still sort of channeling that that thing. You've reduced it down. You now have 55 minutes left on that hour.
Yep.
Jacob Kane.
With my newfound crude sword, how big are the lock holes on the cell doors?
Think of them like an old tiny prison cell, right? The key hole is probably maybe 2 inches, 2.5 tall, and then maybe about half an inch wide.
So, do I think I can fit the tip of this crude sword in there? Because it sounds like maybe, depending on the sword.
You could probably fish it in there. Now, to what effect it might be, you feel like you can't lockpick with it.
No, I mean, I definitely can't, but that's not going to stop me from trying.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I just like bend or break the sword without rolling.
Well, are you attempting to lockpick with it?
Yeah, I have no knowledge of how to lockpick or how to try to make this work as a lockpick other than put end in hole, so.
Alright, we're gonna do something goofy.
Alright.
I need you to roll 2d6.
Alright.
That's gonna determine what happened.
6 and a 2.
6 and a 2, alright. A. E. Because sometimes when we do this sort of weird thing where I don't quite know what it is. Okay, mixed success is what that is. So as you push and pry on it, the sword you are holding makes a pop, and the lock and the door snap open, but the blade has been broken and is now basically useless.
Alright, I'm pretty sure it's worse than my fists at the moment, so not a big loss for me, maybe for someone else on the team. I guess I'll push the door open.
Alright, it opens with a creak.
I'll step out and
You see now better Dragool wrestling with basically a bundle of skeleton.
my old friend.
You see what looks like its head that had been knocked off is rolling its way back to its body.
What if I look the other way at this cell over here?
In that cell, you see what looks like a disheveled old man sort of hunched in the corner of it. He's wearing rags and he's kind of muttering to himself.
Does he seem like he's aware of my presence or no?
Seems like he's kind of lost in his own world at the moment. You also see what looks like 2 of those rotting corpses reaching out from the bars of this cell.
How much movement would you say I have left at this point? Is it double movement or single movement?
Well, because technically combat's going on, it's
okay, single was like, call that 5, I think. Out of, shit, what does Jake have? Been a minute, he's got 45, so 40 more movement. Yeah, I'll come over here and peek around the corner.
Alright. You'll see. Peeking down this corner, you see what looks like a set of double doors. They are closed, as well as what looks like some more of those rotting corpses reaching out from the bars. Sort of disconcertingly, again, much like with how I described them the first time, it looks like they hardly have even flesh left. And what flesh they do have has sort of melted in this black, disgusting mold.
Alright, with the very last moments of Jake's turn, he looks at the muttering old man and says, "Sup, dude?" And that's Jacob Kane's turn.
Alright. The old man is currently just muttering to himself. He does not respond to that just, "Hey, how you doing?"
Alright.
Manticore.
Manticore's gonna lean down and pick up a bone that they've like snapped so this way it's a little bit sharper, and like just kind of like poke like some exposed skin and get just like a drop of blood like on their fingers as their hand like starts to grow claws as I'm gonna try to acidically melt the lock on the door with acid.
All right. 11. As you sort of claw out at this door, the acid sort of drips from your claws and misses the lock. Unfortunately, you're having to kind of like reach your whole arm in and try to reach around to the lock. But you have unfortunately missed it and sort of just dripped some acid on the cobble on the outside.
It's okay. We will try again, and we have the opportunity. This is all I do. This is all I do.
Oh, great. Babs, you're back. Dragool, you're wrestling with this skeleton. The skeleton is going to attempt to break free from your grasp. So I'm going to need an athletics check. A 12. You are muted, by the way.
All right, not great.
Unfortunately, it breaks free from your grasp and sort of goes tumbling out in pieces to the outside. Standing back up as it sort of reforms itself, it turns to you and then waggles its finger like
All right. Do I have any action left over?
It is your turn. This was just what it did right before your turn, basically.
Well, rinse and repeat. grab that little bastard.
It has turned around like it was going to leave. Oh yeah, no, you just grab him. You just grab him again.
Grab him again, pull him through the bars.
All right, is there anything you'd like to do with him?
I guess I do have one attack, so I mean, I guess I can really only punch him for 1 damage, though. So
you feel like it's 2 damage.
I guess it would be two damage. We'll try to deal 2 damage to him.
All right.
So I mean that's gonna hit for 2 damage.
For 2 damage. You whack him again. He is not dead. Well, I mean, he is dead, but not dead yet.
All right.
He is rattling in your arms. What does Tootsie do as these things sort of reach out? Kind of gross. They're almost like rolling on top of one another. They're just kind of like sloshing against the ground.
Tootsie's just gonna look over and just be like, ugh, nasty. And she's gonna move up 1 square. Is this a hallway here?
Yes, there is a tiny hallway there. And in it appears to be a large cupboard. It looks like there's some hooks hanging on the opposite side, but there's nothing on any of them. Maybe some straps of leather from what maybe was some sort of bag. And there's this cabinet.
Tootsie will come and try to nose open the cabinet.
All right, nose opening the cabinet. Here, I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna roll. See what happens. All right, you nose open the cabinet, and when it does, it creaks underneath you. Or I mean, as Tootsie pushes on it, because it is a pretty rotted old cabinet. And one of the drawers slams down on the ground pretty loud. And spilling out from it is a bunch of keys.
Oh no.
You can
just
assume
loads of them.
There's 20 different sets of keys.
Oh no. Tootsie is going to start gobbling up all keys and holding them in her mouth.
All right. Unfortunately, Tootsie is colorblind, so he can't even determine what color these keys are.
Yes.
As we all know.
But can she grab up all of them?
Yeah, she can start lapping them up, basically.
All right, let me see how much movement I think she has 40 movement. She's moved 10. So.
Oh, one other thing Tootsie will see.
Oh.
Is another disheveled-looking man. He is unlike the other one. He was muttering to himself, but he does see Tootsie as he goes, "Oh, a beast in the hall. Come here, beast, so I can kill you."
Tootsie kind of mutters with a big mouthful of keys. No, it's stranger danger.
You scaled beast. You fiend.
Bye, buddy. And she's, with all the keys in her mouth, she's gonna move back.
Tootsie will get spat on.
Cool. This place is gross. 25, 30, 35, 40. She can get that far with her movement. Was that just an item interaction, or was that a real action?
The sort of shoving the thing was an action.
Okay, so that's as far as she can get then.
All right, cool.
Still doing his ritual, aka mental breakdown.
All right, 54 minutes left. I will say make an Arcana check.
Where's my mouse? Arcana check? Oh, how about a intimidation?
No, don't think that'll do it.
With the flat 0, I'll take that.
The 17, all right. As you sort of feel out for it, you feel like it's kind of difficult. Like this place is very strange. This plane that you're in is not it's not helping the matter. But as you start to focus on it, you feel like it's coming closer, but not of your own will. Before eventually you are startled as ting 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 as a lantern falls behind you.
Is it my lantern?
It is your lantern.
We'll go and like pick it up and cradle it like it's a baby. I rock back and forth and like gently kiss it. And it goes, "Oh, thank God." And then he goes back to doing the same thing because he needs his tome.
Well, all right, make a perception check.
17.
All right. You swear that when you turned around to see the lantern, you saw what looks like just the faintest hint of fingers phasing through the ceiling.
I wonder if that's my new friend.
Now, I will give you one final thing before we jump over to Jacob Kane, which is that as you start to channel to try to summon that tome, it does not seem possible. Something is holding the tome, binding it in place.
But when the tome's separated from me, it turns to ash.
It is turned to ash. No, I'm just... Well, I mean, technically that is what would have happened.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it turns to ash? You want to say it's bound somewhere?
Well, because if it I mean, it's not a big deal. It only has 3 cantrips I never cast at will, so
Here, roll
like
2d6. That's how we're going to determine this, since I'm using this mechanic more.
Ah!
Hey, success.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. I'll say that you're like, fuck, I can't feel it. Like, I can't seem to summon it. You kind of panic a little bit. Like, was it destroyed? And then you hear something rattling inside of your lantern.
Oh, that's
And
where
when
I
you
put
peek
it.
in, you see the tome in the lantern. Tiny, but it's there.
Will put his hand and take it out and like, oh, thank God. Thank you, best friend. And I guess that would be it for him.
All right, Jacob Kane.
All right, Jacob Kane. Not the happiest with this rude, muttering old man who won't tell him what's up. He's gonna head back to the rest of the group. Dudes, I think we need to get you guys out of these cells, bros. Got it.
Like Manticore, like flailing to try and hit the lock.
I was able to break out of my cell with that skeleton's rusty sword, but that sword's in smithereens on the ground in my cell now, so I don't think it's gonna work.
Jacob Kane, how much movement do you have left?
That was all my movement. I can dash, though.
Don't worry about it.
These cells seem pretty nice. I had a best friend bring me back my items. As he holds up his tome book and his lantern.
Well, dang, dude, are you able to get out of that cell now with those?
Most definitely.
Nice.
I could get everyone out now.
All right, then. I'll just post up and wait, dude. And that'll be Jacob Kane's turn.
Manticore, what do you do?
I am doing a rinse and repeat of last time because I don't want to harm my my steel rapier, my magic steel rapier.
Oh, you still have your sword?
It's in my arm.
Oh, that's right.
All right, swinging. You manage to crack, clawing against the lock. You hear it bubble and pop before the door seems to sort of jar itself loose as it swings open.
All right, it swings open.
Yes.
Okay. They're immediately gonna just kind of dash out a little bit, run out, just kind of assess the situation. I'm assuming I'm hearing the things on either side.
Yes.
Okay. But
You
first...
also hear a man yelling about a beast.
That's immediately the direction I'm going in. So that's 20. Okay, we're gonna.
Oh, bye.
Since he's got keys in his mouth, her mouth.
Actually, we'll scout to right there because I have the bonus action, cunning action. So.
All right, you see what looks like a door up ahead, and peeking around the corner just a bit, you're going to see. Hold on, let me reveal it. You're going to see what looks like some more cells. Something you are going to notice is that these cells have some more of those sort of bedraggled men. One of them, which is in this northern one, is banging his head against the wall here. You hear another one pacing back and forth, seemingly muttering to himself. And then in this last one, you hear what sounds like crunching, like something is chewing on someone or something is chewing on something.
What is with these old parts?
You there. Let me out. Let me join the hunt.
Hunt. You say hunt like as if you live it.
I am part of the hunt. Let me out. As he reaches out kind of desperately towards you.
What is your moniker, Hunter?
Let me out. I'm a hunter.
Da.
A Venator. Let me out. No. He's like pretty aggressively sort of reaching out. Let me out, you.
Oh shit, I've got 5 more movement. No, I'm not gonna go up closer. We are also a Venator. Are you trapped here with others?
Yes. Let me out. I will help you.
We will let you out. What is your moniker, Hunter?
I'm a hunter.
Da. But are you hound, crow, griffin, bear?
I am wolf. Let me out. Let me out.
Oh, he is very mad.
He like grits his teeth at you.
Well, I have no reason to doubt the hunters, so we will get there. Pass the mic. We'll get there in my turn.
All right. As we get to Dracul, the skeleton suddenly stops moving. Those strings are no longer pulling. It's just sort of hanging limp.
All right. Dragul will try to pull it and break the strings. He'll pull it back and see if he can break it from the strings.
Right, as you pull and yank on these strings, they sort of float ethereally around. It seems like these strings aren't physical. They don't appear to be easily broken by merely pulling them.
I guess for now, Dragul will attempt to force the skeleton prone.
All right.
With a push.
It easily sort of falls prone before it seems like the strings sort of pull itself up so that it is sort of hanging limply.
Okay, so is it prone or did it get pulled back up?
It got pulled back up the moment you knocked it prone.
Okay. Because he is grappled.
Yes.
So the idea is to grapple him prone.
If you're holding him, like actively holding him prone, then yes, he will remain prone.
But it seems like the strings are trying to pull him back up lightly.
Yeah, almost as if like there is a default position that they tend to be in.
Mm-hmm. He'll leave it there for now. Tootsie will move up.
Hey guys.
She'll say and just spit out a bunch of keys.
20 keys.
Into these 2 spaces.
There's just a pile of loose keys.
I found some keys. I hope it helps. Guys?
Jacob Kane. What do you say to that?
Cha, dude. Thanks, bro. Are they like covered in like saliva or bile or anything, or are they just like clean since Tootsie's not real?
They might be slightly damp.
Okay.
What is Tootsie's element right now?
Yeah.
Slightly.
It's like a a dog toy, like a Kong or something. After you've thrown it around for a while.
Climbing.
What's Tootsie's element like
Right now, it's cold.
It's cold.
Alright, so they're eerily cold.
Yeah, I'll reach down and touch one and like pull my hand away and be like, oh, it's cold, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Hey, dude.
So she's gonna move. So that was 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. She's gonna move back up here to kind of
Like, you good, boss?
And Drago's like, get me out of here.
I'm on it.
And
returning.
she'll
Hurry,
move up
let me
here
out.
to kind of reinforce the manticore.
The old man is muttering, obviously seeing you come up, frantically telling her to open it so that he can slay Tootsie. Ool.
Bull's gonna look at the coins and just go, I'm not gonna touch those. As he's gonna do 2 Eldritch Blasts at the door.
All right, the first blast shoots past. The second blast shoots through the lock, instantly sort of cracking it open.
But that's
But
the one
something
with
else-
the 15 pushback. So, yes.
All right. Well, then that makes it even better. Okay, so
Yeah.
you blast the door. It goes flying across to this wall, sort of smacking into it, cracking this chunk of rubble off of it, and falling out. You are instantly sort of taken aback by this wonderful smell as rolling out of this wall, landing neatly on top of the rubble, is a fully cooked turkey.
What? What?
Is Ool allowed to eat that, or would that count as like cannibalism? Like, I don't know. Turkeys and owls aren't the same thing, right?
They're
We'll
not.
walk over to the wild turkey, and he goes, "This will be delicious for later." And he's just gonna put it into the lantern.
Just to read it out, Walled Turkey is a creation of the mischievous divine prankster Yimble. Known
Yimble?
for his unconventional and amusing magic items, this enchanted turkey appears like a perfectly cooked and succulent roast with crispy golden skin and tantalizing aroma that fills the air. It heals 4d8 plus 8 hit points, and additionally gives the character temporary hit points equal to their constitution modifier.
No, here's the thing.
That's rad.
Does it come back?
No, you just eat it once and it's gone.
Yeah, it says consumable.
The full turkey.
Well, I'm an owl.
How long does it take to consume? That's the question. It's a ritual to consume it.
It's like a ritual. It takes at least 10 minutes.
Yes, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it was just gonna.
Game, it was because I was watching Castlevania stuff and I remembered that they had chicken in the walls.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
was like, oh, there's a turkey in the walls sometimes.
Sometimes, not all the time. Newell's gonna walk up and just stare at Babs with the skeleton.
And that's when Baps fades away and Dragul is there.
Dragul, yeah, sorry.
It's all right. It's okay to miss Baps, but he's having a really good time right now.
Is he? He's on the boat.
No, he's
is
off
also-
the boat.
He's
He
also
is-
technically frozen in time
Yes.
at the moment.
He's currently driving a giant snowmobile across a glacier.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where we left off there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dragul is here, not having nearly as much fun, wrestling an unkillable skeleton.
Jacob Kane.
Jacob Kane Is there any way to determine which of these keys are distinct? Oh, first off, how many keys are there on the ground, like roughly?
There are 20 keys exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I think Jake is gonna start sorting through the keys to make sure they're all completely distinct. And if there's any kind of identifiers on them.
All right. As you sort through these keys, they all seem different from one another.
Okay.
It looks as if there was some metal ring on some of them, which indicates that they were marked at one point, but the marking probably was just paper, and it has long since faded away.
Okay. How easy would they be to hold on my person, like in my robes?
You could scoop them up. I mean, it's 20 keys, so it's a bit cumbersome, but it is doable.
Maybe I'll find a ring to put them on someday. 20 keys. Alright, and if you'll allow it, I'll come over here and try one key.
Alright, roll a d20.
Was it 5?
5. It is not that
Oh.
key.
Close.
Get me out of here.
I'll move that one to the tried keys pocket.
Alright.
So now there's only 19.
Now it's only 19, easy. Before we get to you, Manticore, Ool and Samurai Jake, you hear down this way what sounds like a door opening and clattering. This time, more of it. As we get to Manticore.
Manticore is going to take from the little wound that was dripping earlier with blood and like rub some on their hands, and like go up to the bar and do the same thing that they did beforehand, which is they're gonna like basically try to melt the door by holding it. But beforehand, we do not attack Tootsie. Tootsie is more like horse. Is not harmful beast.
It's a beast.
Da.
It must be slain. It is no horse.
Yeah, I'm not a horse.
It is it is not real. It is figment of imagination. It has been proven. I tried to attack. It was not useful. As do not waste energy. As Manticore is gonna like hold the door and do that. The same thing as before.
Easy enough as you sort of put the acid on the door, opening the door. And he gives you this look after you said that. And he goes, "What? You're like the others.
What do you mean?
You think me mad."
I do not think you're mad.
And underneath that ragged cloak he has, he swings out with a scimitar. As we have a picture of one of the mad ones.
Oh dear, you have succumbed to plague. Okay.
As he's going to swipe out at you.
And she's like unfazed by getting attacked by one of her own kind.
He does have the surprise in this.
Okay. Do I actually have alert?
Oof. Do you have alert?
I
would be stunned if you didn't.
I don't have alert.
All right, he swipes across your chest. This blade sort of slicing across you. You feel very sick, as if your mind is sort of taking in some of his madness. And that I need a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
You pass as you manage to still yourself. All right. We're gonna roll initiative proper this time. You are a beast, just like the rest. Hey, it works out great that we're at the bottom. We already did our thing.
Oh, this is great.
All right, Dragul, you hear a scuffle going on down the hallway.
You actually hear Manticore laugh like that.
Oh, make a perception check real quick. Actually, there's another thing you will have noticed.
Half a minute, I accidentally reloaded roll 20.
That's
Same.
fine.
Yep.
You got so excited you closed the window.
I lost all your cool pictures, but I'm sure they're out there. A perception, you say?
Yes. All right, as you are sort of turning, seeing this, the skeleton is not moving, but you see those ethereal tethers, those strings that it is being puppeteered from, sort of swaying in this direction, where you hear more clattering.
Okay, the western direction?
Yes.
All right. Shoot, I don't know what to do. I expected to be out of here by now. I guess.
You can reach into my pocket and take a key.
Yeah. Since it only takes one arm to hold on to this guy, right?
Yeah.
We'll actually just move him. So we'll move him in front of the door, and Dragul is kind of like on top of him. And yeah, Dragul will take a key.
All right, roll that d20.
Will do. What does he notice about the key? That it isn't the right one.
That it is not the right one, unfortunately.
Duh. And he'll put it in fucking Jake's other pocket.
Not this one. What is Tootsie doing?
Tootsie's gonna run up 15, 20, 25 and bite this guy.
At league with beasts.
Up yours.
That is going to hit him.
So that is going to be for not the 3, but 11 damage. That acid is cold. Let me fix that.
All right, as you bite, Tootsie bites him. He sort of stumbles backwards, revealing that he is a pretty skinny, like, man. Like, he is, and what do they call that? He is emaciated.
Yeah.
And it looks like that blow did hurt him quite a bit. Like, he is barely holding on.
All right, I believe that's Dragul's turn.
All right, Jake Kane. As you heroically fumble with keys. Oh, is he BRB'd?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. He's trying. His player's trying to decide whether he wants to fumble with keys or go a punch in. So we're gonna make a wisdom save.
All right.
And I'm gonna say 10 or
Out of here.
10 or lower is keys. All right. Jake will try another key. So.
Roll that D20.
Well, there's only 18 there, right?
Oh yeah. Roll.
5 and 3 are gone.
Yeah. Well, I need you to roll a D20, and if you get a 5 or 3, we have to re-roll it.
Okay, well, I tried a D18, but I'll do the D20 so it's correct.
That's fine. You rolled a 9. With a 9, that is actually the key.
Way.
Oh!
It is.
Oh my goodness! I cannot
yeah, it
believe
actually
that
is.
worked.
Because I kept it counted based on what the roots are.
Well, with that, I will take off towards the action, and I'll use Tootsie as a shield since I can't do anything else right now.
All right, Manticore. This madman is swinging his scimitar at you. He looks like he is pretty proficient, but he is obviously emaciated to a point where he is not as proficient as he would be otherwise.
Manticore's head is gonna tilt to the side as they're just gonna like reach their arm up and like try to like basically wrap it or like wrap their hand around his neck as like the rapier's gonna come out, and that's how I'm gonna make the attack basically.
All right.
We're gonna booming blade and sneak attack this because I'm not moving. I will actually expend my bonus action to steady aim to give myself advantage.
All right.
Excuse me. God!
22 is gonna hit, and with that you stab through his dream. As he falls over, his scimitar sort of rattling next to him on the ground as he perishes.
Hopefully, he is Venator. Hopefully, he will reset. I do not.
What are you talking about?
We worry about that later.
As he lays there dead, he has that same eerie, toothless smile, and those piercing black eyes with just tiny little reflections of white in them.
Manticore is gonna like lean down and like actually like hold his face and like inspect it back and forth to like see if they actually recognize this man.
You can do an Arcana check.
Okay. Got 18.
18. As you sort of examine him, he feels strange. Like his outer appearance is human, obviously. But as you move his joints and his body, they feel hard, like they almost click in place. Not like it's some sort of construct underneath his skin, but almost as if he is not fully human. The black eyes underneath his sort of tattered clothing sort of attests to the idea that this person has transformed or was in the process of transforming. However, he never got to whatever sort of stage he needed to be.
I'm sorry, the Manticore, it's your turn. My apologies.
No, you're good. I guess like the last thing I'm gonna like just start doing before the mic passes is like I'm gonna actually like check his body for any signs of like monster attack, Venator runes, tattoos, anything like sort of like kind of like identifying him as the person he said that he was.
I will say underneath his sleeve on his right hand, or his right wrist, is the symbol of the Venators. However, it is an older symbol, and this location that you find it in indicates that this is a very old Venator. He is kind of in that first group of them.
Okay. Oh shit.
So we swap over to Ool. Turkey in hand.
He put the turkey in the lantern.
All right.
He's looking at Babs going, do you still need help?
The door is open. Thank you.
Okay.
This thing, I do not believe that it poses any real threat to us by itself. We shall attempt to lock it in the cell.
Okay. As long as we don't break it, I don't want to break a friend's belongings. It's just rude.
What are you talking about?
10, 15. The lady said we're friends, so we're friends. 10, 15,
You mean the horrible woman who thing that? No, he's gone.
As Ulzar has gone down
It's sort of
the
just bugged off.
walkway. Yeah.
Dragul looks at the skeleton and be like, I might as well just be talking to you, huh?
And I will say, Dragul, as you turn to talk to the skeleton and do that, you see coming around that corner is a whole parade of those skeletons.
Time to go.
Around the mountain.
So Dragul, what do you do?
Okay. Let me check something real quick. But okay. All right. Dragul is going to get up off of this particular busted skeleton. Walk in here. Can he close this door?
He can.
Does it lock automatically, or is the key
once you
still in
pull
it?
the key out.
Yeah, we'll pull the key out and lock the skeleton in there and see if that stops it. It probably won't, but that's all right.
Are you just walking out? Well, actually,
Dragul is going to dash for sure, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. They seem to not notice you, this group of them, as they're sort of marching down the, well, I guess rattling down the hallway.
All right. So Dragul will take the dash action.
Mm-hmm.
30, 35, 40. More skeletons coming up the way. He's going to see the scimitar on the ground. And heedless of any curse of madness or whatever the fuck that thing is probably has, he's going to grab it up.
All right, you snatch it up. And when you do, it is just a kind of rusty old scimitar.
Good enough. Let me see how much movement I have. Okay. 5, 60, 65. What do we have here? We have a double doors here?
We have two sets of double doors, one to your north and one to the west.
Dragul will go west. Or at least start to go west, but he only has 5 more spaces of movement. So
Starting to go.
he's starting to go. That'll be his turn.
All right, Jacob.
You want to fight him or what, bro?
It seems immaterial. They will just reform again.
Okay, dude.
Not noticed us. Let us go.
That, but if they are Venator, we should release them.
Let's see.
We must leave. We need to find our items and find our quarry, and perhaps slay this Lady Ebonhawk.
Alright, Jake will come up here dashing and try to open this double door.
All right, Jacob, as you sort of make your way that way, you will see these fellas. This one is smashing his head against the wall. This one is pacing back and forth, muttering to himself. And this one is hunched over on the corner, and he appears to be eating another man. In a pretty disgusting way. And then you go to open these doors.
Yeah, that's actually the thing that makes me immediately turn back to the door and keep going.
You're like, and scene.
It's not real, dude. It's not real. Can't be real. We came from the dream world. Can't be real. Not real, dude. Yazi wouldn't let this be real, dude.
Yazi won't let this be real.
We all know that that's a lie. Yazi would 100%.
He would keep it to use against his enemies.
Yeah. In this hallway, you see what looks like more of those puppets. The door over on this side is open, and they seem to be heading this way. But something of note is that in this room appears to be another skeleton. This one looks different. It's wearing these robes and is hooded. And it appears to have its hands up in the air where you see these bluish strings coming off of them. These ethereal wires that it seems to be, as you can tell now, puppeteering these skeletons. And it does turn to look at you. Which, as it does, the puppets here turn to look at you.
Jake will give it.
Fucker.
Yeah, Jake will give a very courteous "sup, dude" as he just steps into the doorway to keep the door open.
All right. Put him on the initiative. He got reloaded. And then I assume you were fighting. So. And is that it for Jake?
That will be it for Jacob for now. Oh wait. Do the puppet skeletons, do they also have crude swords, or do they have different weapons that I can see?
They all have crude short swords.
Okay, cool. That's it.
All right, Manticore.
Remembering that there were there was a few more of these same guys over here. Manticore is gonna just like walk past Dragool, and then Dragool's gonna see like Manticore is gonna like shift a little bit, in the sense where like they're almost trying to like mimic how, in the short time that they saw it, they're almost trying to mimic how these mad guys are in the way they walk.
Oh, hold on.
Oh?
Stand right next to Dragool there.
Oh.
As you come around the corner, a corpse lunges out at you. One of those rotted corpses.
Oh.
It is going to get advantage on this. It only got a 10, so it swipes out at you, but you definitely avoid it.
As I'll say, like, as they're shambling, like they almost like, it's almost like natural, like how they just shift out of the way very quickly before like going forward. Almost as if they were aware that it was happening. And Manticore will like turn to this one with their head tilted. Are you trapped in here too, or are you beast? To the one that's like right here, that I'm next to, immediately to the south.
I need to roll to GM real quick. He does not pay attention to you. He just continues muttering to himself. Plus, beast.
Okay. Then I will rinse and repeat from there. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can get right there. And from right here, I'm gonna melt these bars here, touching the blood, and like try to acid those door. Apparently I miss.
Oh God. Hold on.
Oh no, it's not that high. God.
I gotta roll something real quick.
Oh boy.
No wait, you rolled a 1. He rolled a 3 on that. Wisdom. he turns and sees you prick yourself, with blood and stuff coming out.
Oh, I'm already bleeding.
As he goes, blood. You hear a cracking and a popping as his joints and his body begin to shift and change. He grows larger and larger. His skin starts to sort of slough off of his body. And what instead he becomes, and what you see in front of you,
Oh shit! Yes.
is a big scary monster.
No.
Jacob Kane will see a huge smile upon Manticore's face.
It lets out a horrifying roar. As it lunges towards the cage. And we'll get to what it does in a bit. As I imagine that's the end of the Manticore's turn.
I will use my cunning action to be able to take the disengage action.
Do I have good, bad thing music set up?
Oh,
I don't.
Actually, no. Shit, hang on. Wait.
Yes.
Carrot's like, come on, I got my music queued.
Come on, I gotta do this quick while you
I'm just
say stuff.
gonna take a step back. I'm gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
What?
Are you?
Yes.
All right. Give me one moment. Let me hold on. I'm frantic. There. All right, this works. As you sort of step backwards, it smashes the cell that it is in and thrashes out at you.
Does it get advantage?
It does not have advantage, but it is a 25.
At least it's not a crit. Okay.
No.
It's 12 slashing, and then I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. Oh shit!
All right. You do not move back as it lunges forward and grabs you,
Oh shit! Okay.
ripping you out of the air and just slamming you back down on the ground and lifting you back up again.
Oh no.
The Latin music started.
Jacob Kane, you look over and see this skeletal figure point in your direction.
What's up,
It
dude?
sees this thing. It then points away.
Do the skeleton puppets move? Oh, nice.
And so as that happens, these skeleton puppets are going to move. Jacob Kane, they are going to head in your direction. Let's see, where's it? There we go.
I'll put up my fists like I'm ready to fight.
They look like they do want to fight you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as the rest of them are going to dash this way, the puppet master of them is actually going to head this way. 3 of them are going to lash out at you with their short swords. You have multi-attack. So there's going to be 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oofa
Oh
doofa.
God! What? Hold on. Let's see. One miss. Two of them missed. The 11 and the 15 missed.
Okay, the 11
So,
and 15 missed.
How dead am I right now?
Well, probably not too bad. Maybe.
It's those crits that really worry me.
The 15 missed, correct?
Yeah, the 15 missed.
Okay, so those are the 2 regular hits.
Okay.
And then here are the 2 crits.
21 plus another 11, so 32. So I think I just lost half of my remaining health, and I'm down to a third. Where am I?
These skeletons are flooding into this room.
Hey, can I eat that turkey?
Yeah. The turkey,
We cut the rule.
All right, Will's gonna come around the corner, and you're gonna hear a like a little chirp of noise from Ool. Do I do summon Greater Demon?
It's my one move. It's the one thing I got.
Which one is more of a oof right now that we need to focus on?
Damn the fucking paladin!
That's
I
up,
accept-
that's up to you.
That's great. I'm gonna guess negative energy flood is not gonna help here. Enervation is not gonna help here. Inflict wounds is not gonna help you.
Oh no.
I was very short-sighted with my spells. Damn. Okay, he is going to at what level can I use now for Warlock? I forgot. Because this will affect the spell.
You tell him, Armed.
I don't know what Armed said.
I see you in chases. Quick, you're in combat.
I'm sorry. My internet's being so slow. It's taking forever to load the spell.
I spelled book.
Alright, it summon that. Okay, Ool's gonna put his hands together and he's gonna summon Shadow Spawn.
A shadow spawn?
I don't have a Shadow Spawn, so I'm gonna put 88 over here.
That guy.
There he
Made
is.
it. 35.
Is it a shadow spirit? Is that what it is?
No, it's called Summon Shadow Spawn.
What does it summon?
It summons a Shadow Spawn. Here, I'll link the thing.
A shadow spirit.
Oh yes, some Shadow Spirit.
All right.
I'm gonna have it come in as Despair.
All right. Give me 1 second. What is it? Is it a construct that?
No, it's a
The monstrosity, apparently, is what it is officially labeled as. Allegedly.
Yeah, 88 is a monstrosity.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, this thing is horrific looking. Here, I'm putting it at the top of the journal.
okay.
You'll just have to roll your spell thing for its attack.
Yeah. Let me delete this.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, it won't let me drag.
Oh, will it not? Oh, that's because I didn't
No.
put edited and controlled by. Hold on. Now it should do it.
Oh god.
Thank you. Remember, guys, Bull is a good person. Don't judge him. Did it put it out?
I
Put
did
it-
put
There
it
we
up.
All right. So he is going. So that is Ool's turn. So immediately goes to the shadow spawn.
Yep.
So the skeletons within 5 feet of him, because he's despaired, is going to have their movement speed reduced by 20
All right.
until the start of their next turn. So he's going to do.
Means they can only move 10 feet.
And he's gonna do multi-attack. So he's gonna do a first attack on the skeleton in front of him.
All right.
Slash roll 1d20.
All right. 16's
16?
gonna hit.
And then this, I'll see the damage first before I do it. It's slash roll 1d12 plus 3 plus 5. So it's 6 damage and then 5 cold.
All right. As it sort of falls limp.
Second attack is going to be the one on the. Actually, he's going to move up because he can do that in D&D. And he's going to attack the one in front of Jake.
18's gonna hit.
For 12.
12 again. This
Five
one
cold.
again crumbles limp.
And he will do that, and that will end its turn.
All right. Next is the blood-starved beast.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Let's go.
For spell uses and stuff, did we all get a rest at all? You did not. Well,
Well, they put us to sleep. Did that count as a rest or no? The vampire lady or whatever. Maybe we weren't out long enough.
You know what? I'll say it was a rest.
Okay, that puts me at about twice my health. I'll take it. Thank you.
Free heal.
Heck yeah, free heal in mid combat.
Sorry, I was just asking.
All right. It is grappled onto you, and it is
Sure is.
pissed.
Sure is. Let's go.
As it is going to attempt to claw you and then bite you.
Okay.
I will say it can only claw you one time because it is holding you with one claw.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Oh, all right. It misses the bite. Raking across you with a 15.
Okay. I'm assuming there is no way I can uncanny dodge that, is there?
You can. You're like
Okay.
avoiding while you try to where you're getting thrashed around.
All right, we're gonna do that because, Lord have mercy, I'm gonna die quickly if I'm within any sort of melee range.
All right, it's gonna step out. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh shit, it's out.
Like here.
Okay. So,
Turns this way. Sees a bunch of people this way. And the blood-starved beast sort of hunkers down and then leaps with her in its grasp up. Oh, actually, it can move a little bit more, and then it is going to leap up and over to here, dragging her with it in its sort of claws. And looks down at you and smells turkey. Ooh.
I will say the turkey's in the lamp.
Okay. The lamp smells delicious. All right. That is it for it, Dragul.
Dragul will see that. He'll look at Jake fighting off all these skeletons. It'll turn and it'll look at the horrible monster that just jumped over him. And he'll look back at Jake and be like, Jake, disengage.
Jaw, bro.
We'll retreat to the north. I must get to the Manticore. Dragul is gonna move over here.
Jake's getting like the piss beat out of him. I will say Dragul actually cannot move there because the beast is basically taking up this hallway.
Oh, okay. Can I move there?
Yeah, you can move there.
Just to get kind of line on him.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I want to move. I wanted to help Jake out, but he's just a little too far away. And also, this is pretty fucking dire too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad all around.
All right.
I'm starting to think I should have summoned my greater demon.
Not again.
So I'm just gonna add. I think it's 7 to this. For this short sword, it's just a regular short sword, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's only an 11.
Does not, it swipes down at you, sort of knocking your sword out of the way.
Eesh. He'll make another attack. Oh no!
Oh, it does it again. Thrashing the Manticore around.
Oh shit. Tootsie, sick him.
Really? I guess if I have to.
Tootsie will run up and give him a bite for 16.
All right. 16, I do believe hits it. Yes, it does hit it.
Okay. For 9 piercing and 4 cold damage.
All
Pretty good roll.
13. It thrashes around, pissed as hell. And it looks at Tootsie, and it's not happy.
Up yours.
That, I believe, is Dragul's, unfortunately, pretty truncated turn.
All right, Jacob Kane.
Jacob Kane is going to spend a key point to disengage as a bonus action. And he's somewhat not happy with this guy down here. He's gonna catch up to him, and is he just walking forward, or is he like watching his back a little?
He is like floating, facing your direction, but floating backwards.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn. Kane goes deep.
Then I'll have to try punching him. Let's see, 1 and 2.
All right, both of them are gonna hit.
Hell yeah. Let me make sure everything's set up. Yep. For 19.
19. I feel like more of that damage goes through than you need. Well, not that you need. He's not down yet.
But he seems like he's hurting. Maybe.
He is extremely hurt as he is barely able to keep himself floating in the air.
Oh man. I will use my remaining 5 movement to just step to his side.
All right, Manticore, you are in this thing's grasp.
That's okay. Manticore is gonna go unnervingly still for a second as they're okay. Has Manticore seen a creature like this before? From
Yes.
like okay.
This is a beast.
Okay. Manticore is gonna go unnervingly still for a second, and then just be like, "If you want blood, I will give you blood." As like the the wound from earlier and the ones that they're getting now from this beast are gonna like start to like crackle with electricity as it's gonna go up their arm, and I'm gonna use my inspiration that I have, and I'm gonna get advantage from this. Praise Yasni.
Yeah.
As I'm going to do the same thing as I did to this other crazy one down here. As I'm basically just gonna like hold its arm and like I'm gonna stab into it with my with the rapier that's in my arm.
All right.
With booming blade, and the electricity was my Rite of the Storm. That was a bonus action.
All right.
All right. Heck yeah!
All right.
Damn.
As you boom hit it with this huge bolt of electricity and thunder, it lashes backwards, thrashing you around and smashing you against walls, sort of violently. It is still going to be up.
Is that a weapon attack?
Yes.
If it's not too late, Tootsie will add a little bit of cold damage to it.
All right, go right ahead.
Just 3.
Just 3. All right, as you slice across it, that charged energy sort of makes its fur stand upright. Almost like it has a sort of static electricity as it roars in your face. It looks like it is going to take a big old bite out of your head.
That's okay. As you see that Manticore's bleeding a little bit more, I had to take 3 damage.
All right. The puppeteer. The puppeteer is going to, as an action, command its puppets, which is can only use the ones that are alive still. So these 4 are going to surround the shadow spawn, and 2 of them are going to make their way down to Jacob Kane.
All right.
All right, the shadow spawn is going to take a lot of hits. Well, maybe take a lot of hits. Their plus isn't that high necessarily, but they critted a lot last time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 7, 8.
Oh,
7,
damn.
8. Now, what is its AC?
You have to be a 16.
A 16. So that's 1, 2,
16.
3, 4. There's 4 of them that hit. So half of them hit.
Yep.
1, 2, and then you said it was 16, right? So 1, 2,
Yes.
3, and then this is the crit. For a total of 12.
23.
23 damage as they swing their swords at you. The other ones are going.
Spawn, yeah.
Oh, the shadow spawn. Yes. The other ones are going to swing out at Jacob Kane.
Only 1 hits. Oh wait.
Swing twice each of them.
Only 1 hits.
17. Only 1 hits.
For 4.
Slicing.
I'll take it.
As it does, the puppeteer is just going to move kind of over here, trying to get away. Ooh.
Ooh. Shit. He will try to. He's gonna blast this fucker.
All right. Do you get disadvantage from being this close?
Yeah, I think so, because it's a shooting attack.
Yes, it is a range. If you moved out of the way.
Gotta get crossbow expert.
Well, there was no way for me.
That's
There's
fine.
no way for me to move.
Well, with disadvantage,
Well,
one
actually-
of them does hit.
It's 16, right?
Yes, the 16 does hit.
So, but that one will push him 15 feet away.
That is correct.
So
I
the
see what
second
you-
one would be made.
I see what you're trying to do here. All right, roll that damage.
So that one will be 4 bludgeoning and 7.
All right, so that is, and as you hit it, it lets go of Manticore as it smashes, flying over Tootsie and into this cell, smashing the bars.
And then the second one will just be 14. But it will be pushed back again 10 feet again.
All right, smacking into the wall again. It's sort of just being pressed up against the wall.
And it will be.
You see
here.
its rib and fur sort of like manged and disheveled. You actually see bone underneath its fur as it seems like it is barely holding itself together, but it is pissed.
Yes, that's what I wanted. He'll move over there. That'll end Uhl. I'll go to the Shadow Spawn, who will attack the one in front, to his right.
All right, that's gonna hit.
For 15. Oh, no, sorry, 10. 5
10
cold.
is gonna hit it, but it does not go down. It actually is barely holding itself together.
No, he's going to attack the one to the right next to it, so diagonal, right in front of the
Okay.
barrels. 17
17's gonna hit.
for 14,
14 as it crumbles.
and I'll end the Shadow Spawn.
All right. The beast sort of lumbers itself back to all fours, lets out a bellowing roar as it is going to leap yet again
Yes!
back into this spot.
It takes 14 thunder damage.
Boom! As it pulses out, the beast lets out a bellowing roar. Its ribs burst open as blood and sinew, I'm sorry, rain down on Tootsie midair.
No.
And it slides over limp up against the corner of this wall. Its guts just sort of like spilled out along the hallway.
Can you please stop letting them go? Please.
As it is Dragul's turn.
All right, Dragul is going to, I guess, he is going to dash. So he's gonna dash to here, 50 feet, and Tootsie will also dash. To here.
All right.
And because we dashed, we cannot do anything else, I don't believe. Give me just a second.
All right.
Does I want to see, do I have any? Nope, I don't have any bonus action spells. So that is his turn.
All right. Jacob Kane.
Jacob Kane readies his fists and goes for the Puppet Master. Hell yeah.
With that, Jacob Kane, you rear backwards, punching forward, pausing for just a brief moment, 1 inch away from the puppeteer's chest.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then you close the inch, and it explodes. Pieces of bone shatter and fly everywhere. as it disintegrates. As it does, all of the other puppets begin to go limp, falling to the ground. Doo, doo, doo. As you see those wires, the ethereal wires that were holding them, snap.
Ool, you maintain control of your shadow spawn, right?
Yeah, it's not like the demon.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, and then Jacob Kane just comes back in the room.
Alright, I will say that we are out of combat, at least at the moment.
Sees Dragool and just says, "What's up, dude?"
We have won a victory for now, but we must find our way to the second floor.
Absolutely.
I believe we should release any more of these miserable creatures.
We could kill him.
I suggest we do that. As Manticore, like, you see that, like, Manticore's
We'll
hand is,
immediately
like...
double blast this guy.
Alright. Let's see that blast, because depending on the result. Full blast. Boom, boom. Alright, that is enough. As he smacks against the wall, Ool, you see for a brief moment, he looks at you with blood red eyes. Fur begins to burst from underneath his skin, but the second blow causes his guts to spill, his head to fall limp, and he dies midway through a transformation.
Huh. That's fun.
Manticore's gonna, like, get some of this, some of the Bloodstarved beast blood, like just on their hand, and paint on the wall above them, the symbol of the Venators, like right above them, and we'll repeat the same thing for this one down here, and then when we get to it, specifically in the beast blood. We'll do it for this one, and then this one when we get to it as well.
All right. Jake Kane, are you down here checking out the fella?
Yeah, I remember I forgot to do that.
All right. These skeletons do all have short swords, as I have described previously. As you examine this fella, he has what looks like a ring of keys.
Is it 20 keys?
Well, it is exactly 20 keys.
Okay, I will pocket that.
Actually, no, never mind. I'm sorry. It has 21 keys.
Whoa. Okay.
One key is much larger than the others. It stands out quite a bit from this ring. As well as he has what looks like a strange dagger. The blade is somewhat see-through.
Do I sense, like, do I smell evil coming off the dagger?
You do not.
Okay. Then I will pick up the dagger and take a look at it some more.
As you sort of examine this dagger, you have no real means of identifying what it is. You feel like it is very well made, and I'll say, you're an adventurer that's pretty high at this point, right? Like, you are aware that this is probably some sort of magical dagger. Unfortunately, you do not have the means of detecting what sort of magical dagger this is.
All right. Well, I will grab that and one of the crude short swords and head back to the group.
What is well, I guess what is the group doing now that you've sort of recollected yourself? In this room is what looks like 2 barrels, a crate. You see what looks like a different hallway. However, these doors are different. They're not like the cells of the previous room. These ones are solid walls with doors that have little sort of eye slats in them. And at the very, very end is a large bulwark of a door. Think of it like a bunker door.
This is the bunker door?
No, down this hallway to the west.
Okay.
Obviously, we must check that.
Oh, why don't
Or
we
is
check
that
every
too
door?
much? Dragul and Tootsie will come up here to this first door on the right and
Okay.
open the looking slat.
Opening the looking slat. Inside you see another blood-starved beast sort of just sitting there eerily motionless. But it is staring at you.
Mm,
It seemed to have been already preemptively waiting for someone to open that slat.
Excuse me. And Dragul will close the slat. Oh, goodness. What's everybody else doing? Do we want to open that crate?
Bull's gonna come over here, and he's gonna open up this door.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, darn. You done did it. You solved my mystery. As you open up this door, revealing what looks like a little entranceway. As you sort of examine it and look at this room, it looks to be kind of haphazardly placed. It's kind of an awkward room. It looks like maybe they brought cargo down here at one point, or people, and just sort of went from there. However, this room is in a bit more of a disarrayed state. But one thing of note in this room is that there are 2 of those blood-starved beasts dead on the ground, and sitting on top of a crate nearby is a cloaked man. He seems to be sort of just sitting there fiddling with stuff in his bag. And I will show you a picture. He is wearing a beaked mask and has what looks like a feathered cloak.
We'll look at him. He's like, "Did you kill these guys?"
Oi, I did.
Oh, cool. Bull's gonna close the door.
Mm.
You'll back up this way. A little bit more. There's a guy over there that's wearing a mask.
Did he attack you?
No, he killed a few of those giant monsters. Which, sure, yeah, that's cool. He did it by himself, which slightly worries me a little bit more.
I suppose we should talk to him. Perhaps he
Yeah.
knows his way around.
Hey,
I think- I think this is good idea, as I shout from down the hall.
you could come up.
I am Give me a second. I am marking Venator death.
Are we still killing all these guys?
We don't have time for this.
We could. Give me 1 second. As Manticore is gonna go to this one who is still alive real quick, and we'll just like we'll go right here and we'll look at it and in Kerhyan. Are you ready to be plagued of or no, sorry. Would you like me to give you a hunter's death? But we'll say it in that language.
He does not respond and has been, since you've walked into this room, continuing to sort of smack his head against the wall. Not like violently or fast. He's just like tapping over and over and over again. And you see what looks like newer blood and older blood kind of overlapping, like different layers of paint.
As Matt's just gonna like look up and down and then just carry down the hallway.
All right. You guys see the hallway that I described earlier.
Where is this masked one?
Hallway.
Obviously. There's hallway down, there's hallway up, and hallway north.
I will point towards the closed doors.
Duh.
Could just ask nicely.
Sorry. We're in pain. I guess
go up to the door then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like open the door and like what am I seeing here?
You see two dead, blood-starved beasts, and you see a man sitting on the opposite side of you. He is wearing what Manticore would be aware of as a Venator garb. It is old garb. It's sort of an older version of what she would be wearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
As he gives a kind of maybe disconcerting, playful wave. Oh, you came back. Well, come on, don't just stand there. Come this way.
All right. I will play
Let me
along.
get a better look at you.
As Manticore in Kerhyan again. What is your moniker, Hunter?
Oh, I'm a raven.
Ah, I have not heard of Raven in a long time.
Long time. Suppose it is. He jerks his head back, and you see the mask that he is wearing is a raven's mask, and what you saw was just kind of the beak of it sticking out.
Okay, is he speaking common?
He is.
Okay.
Although I will say, when he speaks in a little bit of Kerhyan, that sounded wrong. That was not. Hyman. No. He has a very he has an accent for sure. Sort of the equivalent of like a country accent, I guess, in that sort of tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen your face around here.
That is because we are new.
Oh, how lucky. You got more friends with you?
We have dragon men, we have owl men, and we have paladin.
A fun little group then. Well, come on, bring them in.
Well, come on in. Come meet the crow. Raven. Come meet the raven.
I am coming.
Look, I just don't want to have to fight. I haven't been through enough.
Well,
I'll
think about-
understand it. I'll understand it.
Who are you, and how have you come to this place?
Oh, I've been here a long time now. Don't right know how long,
You don't know.
but been here long enough.
I feel that.
If you were
Oh.
looking for the wolf is deceased.
Wolf? I don't know no wolf. Us groups stay apart, you know.
Not so much anymore. It is different now.
Birds and canines don't get along.
Birds and manticores do.
Hey, since you're new here, I take it you be looking for stuff.
Yes, indeed. We are looking
For the library.
Yes, on the second floor, we are looking for a scroll. And also,
Oh,
our equipment. Do you know where they would have put it?
equipment. Oh, I did find one thing. And he rummages around behind this crate, and let's roll 2 of these. 4 is Dragul. 2 is Jake. All right, Dragul and Jake. He has found one piece of each of your equipments. You get to pick which one he's found.
Ooh, fun.
Dragul, what did he find?
I think for Dragul, it's probably best that he. Because right now I only have. Yeah, screw the armor. That's only 1 AP. Yeah, I'll take the broken sword if he's got that.
Found this junky sword. You want it?
Oh, yes, that does belong to me. Thank you very much.
Ah,
Yes, Where did you find this?
found it over in that hallway over there. And he points over here. It was behind that crate.
I'm sorry, where?
It was over there, behind that crate.
Odd. Perhaps someone had discarded it, thinking that it was mere garbage. Drogul will go over there and take a look behind the crate, and he'll open the crate as well, for good measure.
All right, opening the crate. It is eerily easy to do so. As you look down in the crate, you see what looks like moved around dust, like somebody had placed something in here, which you could assume was your broken sword.
I see. Thank you. Check the
Cool.
crates.
Oh, and I found this too. What did Samurai Jake want him to find?
I rolled for my missing equipment and got my holy symbol necklace so I can cast my paladin spells. Hey.
Right, now what this is. Looks like
Oh, sup, dude?
there.
It's my holy Yasnik puka shell necklace, dude.
Oh, the shells.
Aw, thanks, bro. Thanks for finding it for me, dude.
No
I just
problem.
realized Samurai Jake's a surfer bro.
This long?
Yeah, like that was in his introduction.
I wasn't there when Samurai Jake first came in.
He's from like thousands of years in the past, if not more, from a town that was right next to a sea dwarf settlement on the coast.
I do the Samurai Jake reference, but not the surfer bro.
Yeah.
All right, he tosses you in.
Thanks, dude. You got anything missing I should keep an eye out for?
Hey, what you got there? And he points at your dagger.
This? Got it off a weird skeleton dude.
Wants me to take a look at it?
Sure, bro. And
Well,
I'll walk it over. Let him have a look at it.
he
I think it's like magical or something, dude.
Oh yeah, I can tell you what this is. It is an ephemeral dagger. As he identifies the item for you.
+1. Can deal an additional 1d6 necro. Cool. Unlanding a crit. Siphon the target's life force healing. Hell yeah. Sick, dude.
Pretty nice.
I'll say.
Nice one. Hey, if you ever end up with more stuff you don't know, you can always bring it here or find me.
Sick, dude.
I'm getting serious patches vibes from this guy.
Or like, what's the guy? What are you buying? What are you selling?
You all seem like a reputable sort. I can tell you where to find more stuff.
Yeah? Where?
See that door? And he points here.
Yeah.
If you go through it and then take a left, you'll enter a large room. I
Okay.
know there's bound to be treasure in there.
Why haven't you gone in yourself?
I'm an old man. I can't just be walking into places that I know might be dangerous.
I don't know, old man. You know, it looks like you handle these guys pretty fine. By the way, Jake, how bad are you hurt?
Oh, not quite. That's not the right voice. Not quite half, dude.
You want the chicken?
I mean, I won't say no to a nice turkey, dude, but,
Ghoul will reach into, like, his lantern, pull up the turkey, and toss it towards Jake.
well, yeah, man. Thanks for the sick turkey, dude.
Yeah, I can always punch more holes in the walls to get turkeys out.
You mentioned getting to the second floor. You're a right far way down.
It's alright. I could go through stone.
How far down?
You're on the second floor in the basement. So to get to ground level, you gotta go up one floor and go up again.
Okay.
What did that tell you about tall towers?
Oh, I know a towers.
They have big basements.
This castle's rather big.
It
You
reminds us
planning on
of home.
staying long?
No, we are just passing through.
Mm. Any
We
particular
can-
reason?
We were told to be able to get something on second floor by powerful maze men.
I don't reckon I know what you're talking about.
Wizard nonsense.
Still don't know, but I suspect you met the lady, eh?
Yeah. Wait. Do you mean the lady of Monaco, or do you mean the lady of House?
Lady Ebonhawk.
Da, we met that one. Very personable.
Yeah, she said we're friends.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. She's probably got bored of old me.
Oh.
You are
Which I
still.
suppose is good for me.
It is good sign you are still here.
What can you tell us about her?
A real bloodsucker.
Literally?
Literally.
Hmm.
Bad blood. Makes you go strange. But she is the one who founded Careheim, so I suppose we do have to be nice.
She is. She what now?
Founded Careheim. Came straight from the Great Empire.
Is that why old Venator is here?
Oi, we were meant to sniff out bad blood. That's why we're here.
And they are locked in dungeon because they are gone.
Quite mad. Good thing we're a sane, right?
It is a bit different now. Some of us, they are more sane than others. They are still around.
Sure. Whatever you say. Do you plan on fighting the lady, breaking the curse like big old heroes?
No. We are here for the item and nothing else.
Love how we
Good.
just said no.
I like you. You got a good head on your shoulders.
Besides, she said we're friends, so why would I ruin a friend's place?
She's not your friend.
She said we're friends.
Yes, and then she
But if
locked
you
us in
want to
the
go
dungeon.
up, you could ignore the main way, which is here.
And he points in this direction.
That'll take you up to the next floor. Or you could go the way I recommended. Find maybe a bit of treasure. Might be dangerous. But it also has a staircase up.
I believe we could use more outfitting. What do you think?
He keeps trying to get us to go down that way.
I'm sorry, DM, which way?
So you could either go the direct way, which is here,
Mm-hmm.
or this way and then to the left, where he said there might be treasure, might be danger, but there is also another stairway up that way as well.
I say third time is the charm. The first two Venators, they were, well, possessed. This one is fun. We should go this way. As Manticore like points to the closed doors.
I'll go either way. But this guy, he says we could go this way. He keeps pointing this way.
Da.
Wait, you're not gonna backstab us, are you?
I would.
Yeah, dude, he's been nothing but helpful so far, bro.
You're right. You're right. As Ulf goes, immediately opens up that door.
Wait, dude.
Why do you keep doing that?
What about the crate and the barrels in the other rooms, dudes?
But he said there's treasure, too.
Yeah, but maybe we should check for our stuff in that crate or behind the crate and barrels in the other room, dude. First.
Everything got me, but we can go back and double check.
I would like my other arm, in case, you know. I do not like bloodying blade for man with monster blood. I prefer to use steel for that.
Do you
Mean
think my
silver.
arms come off too?
Hmm?
My arms come off too?
I do not know. Why don't we go visit Lady Viscera? She can rip off your other one.
Please try to keep your arms where they go.
I don't know.
You'll need them.
One more time?
You'll need them.
Well, both of mine are gone, so...
Well, be
Unless you-
safe and come back anytime.
We will. Thank you for your help.
No
Old hunter.
problem.
I don't know if my arms come off. That's the thing, though.
Wouldn't they be wings?
They're wings?
All right,
I
if
don't
you would like to check these crates, we're going to introduce a mechanic that we've sort of been doing along this whole way. I need you to roll 2d6.
All right.
Do it 1, 2, 3 times.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're checking the 2 barrels and then the crate.
Yep.
1 barrel, as you crack it open, is empty. The second barrel, cracking it open, it is empty.
Oh no.
The third barrel, or the crate, as you crack it open, does not unfortunately have an item that you are missing. But it does have a different item, what looks like a vial. It's pretty ornate. It has a sort of black golden liquid inside of it with a seal on the front.
Is it a seal I recognize?
It looks similar to the Yosnik seal, but no, it is a light.
Would you like us to take a look at it? We are gifted with alchemy.
Jaw, dude.
Alright. I will, would you like me to roll an alchemy tools proficiency
Yes, you
check?
can roll an alchemical check to determine what this is.
Okay. Shaboosh.
All right,
24.
examining it, this is a very old vial. It is a vial of Lathander's Renewal Elixir.
What the? Hang on, let me read what this does real quick.
It heals 2d6. In addition, it gives you advantage on death saving throws, and if you fully stabilize, you regain 1 hit point for an hour. So basically, if you fall unconscious, you can, once you stabilize, you get back up at 1 hit point.
That's cool.
This is for if you are really dying. It works like it. If you it is a it's a very old renewal elixir. Before it was to the red potions, it was this. It's more potent than a healing potion.
Dang, dude.
As you
What
come walking up, Dragul, to this large door, what do you do?
Is there a slot in it as well? A
There is
viewing
key.
slot?
There is no viewing slot on this one.
Oh, there's a key just in the door?
No, there's a keyhole, is what I meant to say.
Okay.
And this is a large bulwark of a door.
Dragul will put his ear to the keyhole.
You do not hear anything on the other side.
Samurai Jake, do you still have those keys?
Yeah, dude, just a second. And Jake will come running over. And he'll actually hold out the brand new key ring with the 21 keys, one of them being gigantic, or at least bigger than the others.
Cool, as you blast this door, smoke and dust kind of kick up. but the door remains solid.
Please stop opening random doors, Dragul says before he opens
Also,
this
yeah,
random
like
door.
blasted past both of you.
Oh, is he blasting in this door?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes this loud boom.
Oh, duh.
Boom. But as the dust settles, the door has not basically, it hasn't even been scratched.
Huh.
Well, that as impressive as that is, it is very bad for my hearing. For you to be shooting that right behind my head.
So, you're gonna open up this random door?
Yes, I'm going to open up this I just told you not to do it. I'm going to do it.
Oh.
I mean, look at this thing. How can we not open up this door? Look at this door.
Ghoul's gonna activate Ghostly Gaze.
What does that do? What are you doing? Don't look at me like that.
Did he say? The way you made it sound like he said it out loud. Hold on, let me activate my ghostly gaze.
Will's eyes just gonna glow a little bit, and he can see through solid objects to a range of 30 feet.
All right, something
nice.
that is a bit disconcerting to Uhl is that while, yes, he can see through these solid objects, his ghostly vision seems to end at this crystalline sort of wall.
Man.
You can assume that it is see-through, but for whatever reason, you can't see through it using your ghostly vision.
Right.
Why do I feel like you're looking through me right now?
I am.
Oh,
You
no.
see his bones.
I feel slightly violated. What do you see?
Bones. Pure bones.
But there is another door in the next section.
Don't stare at his cloaca too long, bro.
What?
Look,
And Jake's gonna back up.
the door.
All right.
Just another-
Fucking Dragul puts the big key into the door and sees if it turns the lock.
It does turn the lock. On the other side, you see a crystalline wall. It's almost like glass. You can see right through it into a room. And in this room, there is a whip on the ground.
Oh.
And as you come walking up, Dragul, into the room, the whip lifts into the air and lashes towards you, cracking against the crystal. And you begin to see something form, this blue specter on the other side. As he goes, "Back, fiend!
God.
Do not dare to torment me! Free me so that I may face my mortal foe! For my name isn't Silas Battlemount, or Battlemont, that one. As it is a ghost of a man, as he is whipping this whip at you, which is not doing anything to the crystal.
Garrett, did he just
This is great.
yeah. Gold color?
Don't laugh at me, fiend.
I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to recognize you? Am I
Nice
supposed-
try.
Am I supposed to recognize you?
Nice try attempting to trick me. But surely, being an agent of evil, you would know the Battlemont name. Famous vampire slayers.
Oh,
Face me like a true warrior, pawn of evil. As he just whips every time you try to talk.
hey, look, you're being very slightly insulting to me.
I am
Maybe-
insulted that I am trapped in here.
I can imagine. Hey, do you think you could calm down just a little bit, and then we can have a
Do you think
conversation?
that you could free me?
You know that whip is very loud. Can you stop waving that around, please?
I will not make deals with evil.
We'll poke around. Like, do you want to be let out? We can help
The
you.
moment Ool puts his head out, he whips towards Ool.
Hey,
I will not make deals with evil.
What makes us evil?
I know the scent of fiends.
This ghost is mad.
I don't know.
So,
Can I smell him? Does
You can smell
does he smell pleasant or not pleasant?
He is pleasant,
Okay.
What does he smell like?
like
Yes.
law and good.
Which I imagine is like flowers and books that have been read a lot.
I don't know. I kind of think he's cute. Isn't he cute?
Do not try to tempt me.
I do like the idea of letting this thing out. That seems very fun, but also, if the lady of
Do you?
the lady of Ebonhawk is as potent as this is, perhaps this is a nice, fun gag to be able to play back.
This is 100% a fun gag. Ool, as you blast this crystal, you notice
Blasting
something.
The door. I'm blasting the door.
Well, the door is part of it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
As you blast it, something kind of strange happens. The force appears to absorb itself into the crystal.
Hey, you know these attacks are just making it stronger, right?
hey, look, I just asked you to stop shooting that behind my head.
But they get behind
Like,
you.
every time he does, your ears just ring because it's like this loud, like a gunshot.
Like a cannon.
Yeah.
It's really starting to bother me, Ud, and I enjoy your presence and I like you quite a lot, but
There's
please
whipping
stop.
on the other side.
Please stop firing your handguns behind my head.
I have handguns. I just have my lantern.
Well then, foul beast, if you truly are on the side of good, then go find the key to release me from this prison, so that I may go on my quest to slay evil.
Okay.
If
what-
not, then die, you monster!
You keep interrupting me with that whip. Where would the key be? Do you know? I mean, you've been in this cell. Maybe you
It's
don't.
the big one you have.
Well, try it. And Drago will try the big key in the door.
You try the big key in the door. It does not work
Yes,
because this door does not have a keyhole. It is instead a strange sigil.
Yes, I could have guessed
Oh,
this.
magic.
All right.
You
So we
need to find the rune stone.
Yes, we need to find a runestone to free the ghost. I would say that this would be.
But you already knew that, didn't you?
This is very frustrating. I think we should try to.
Underneath the door.
I'm sorry. What?
We're gonna put a stone shape under the door to make like a passage.
Oh, you're gonna try to like blast under the door?
He's trying to make a
No,
hole,
he's
like a
stone.
burrow.
He's gonna make a stone shape.
All right. As you start to cast stone shape, you begin moving the stone around it. And it is this point, the room tilts a bit as you see that the prison that he is in is a solid block of crystal.
Did you really think that would work?
Wow.
Like,
look at this guy. I don't think he
Confounded.
knows how to even cast any spell.
You wish to torment me.
See?
Tilt my prison at an angle. Drive me mad.
Hey,
please stop
have you
whipping.
tried the door?
I really
Find
like
the runestone
You don't-
and free me.
You dudes don't think that that hunter guy might have the rune, do you?
No, but we could definitely ask him, and he might be. He is slightly less aggravating to talk to than this ghost.
That's right. Please.
Yes, it is right. Yes, we're going. We are fleeing right now from you, you shit.
Ha ha ha.
Yes,
Run.
we are running away. Fuck you.
Bull's gonna
Have
press
fun
it
in your
digitally
cage.
in this room to make it like smell like absolute diarrhea as he closes the door.
Try to
He
gas
presses
me.
digitates in that room, makes it just smell like awful.
That
He holds
ghost-
his breath. He's like holding his breath. And that is where we will end
Can't
tonight's
hold it
session.
We definitely need to release that guy.
Yes.
Silence Battlemont.
I will die on that hill. I will make it my life's purpose in order to rescue this man.
Oh,
I love.
freaking
All right. So what's the reference here?
character.
Castlevania, right?
It's a Castlevania reference.
Yeah, because he had the Castlevania wall turkey, and then the Castlevania hero guy just whipping everything like you do in Castlevania.
Well, the other part too is like I loved it because I was like, oh shit, I got to do a voice, and then it came out really bad, and I'm like, no, this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our sign off, guys?
As we say every week,
Don't get caught committing
Don't.
white collar crime.
white collar crime.
God, I wish I knew how to crime.